Yeah, hello guys. Good morning, guys, and welcome to a wonderful week. And welcome to the Football Fans Zone. Please, if you are new to the channel, please kindly feel free to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Everybody is welcome. Everybody is welcome on this platform. Feel free to join the crew. Feel free to also share your own opinion on whatever we're going to be deliberating on. And this morning, I just want to know, how long is it going to take Bayern Munich to actually sack Thomas Tuchel? You know, sometimes I really don't understand how did they, end up in a situation whereby they gave the job to Thomas Tuchel. Because for me, I never rated Thomas Tuchel. I knew he was not good enough. I knew he was a fraud. And people want to tell you about what he did at Chelsea. But they actually forgot that Thomas Tuchel took over a Frank Lampard team, and Chelsea were in what position? Chelsea were in quarter-final in the Champions League. Chelsea were in quarter-final, and I think they were 6th or 7th around the table when Frank Lampard got sacked. Frank Lampard got sacked at Chelsea, whereby they were in 6th or 7th position in the Premier League and quarter-final in the Champions League. And Tuchel had a very good team that Frank Lampard have actually brought together, that had that chemistry, and they had that passion and flow in that team. Lampard was sacked, and I'm sure down the line we can sit here and talk about the fact that it was unfair for Chelsea to actually sack Frank Lampard, considering the fact that Chelsea have become a scroll-down FC. They've become a team that fights for 10, 9, 8 position. Champions League, they are not in Champions League. Like, they are not even in Europe at all. And they had a manager like Frank Lampard, whereby Lampard came into Chelsea, where they had transfer ban for 2 years. And Lampard was able to bring out players from the academy team like Rich James, Mason Mount, and Timothy Fikayo, Timori. He also brought out Tammy Abraham. And we saw what he was able to do with that team. This was a guy that had no transfer. He did that. Chelsea were basically bound. And now we have seen what the club have gone to since Frank Lampard left that club. They're not Champions League. They are fighting to even stay in 10th position. Chelsea brought Tuchel in, and what happened? Every player that was flourishing under Frank Lampard became total rubbish. They became rubbish. He had a fallout with Lukaku. But you get people that tells you club should back the manager. You back the manager and you don't understand what players are crying about. Mason Mount became rubbish under Tuchel. Timo Werner became crap under Tuchel. And we saw a lot of crazy signing under Tuchel, and this is something Frank Lampard never had. Lampard never had the opportunity of bringing in proper players. I think he only brought in Timo. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is this. If people do not understand by now that Thomas Tuchel is nothing but a fraud manager who is living with the hype of winning a Champions League with Chelsea, then it's crazy. Because tell me right here, right now, what did Thomas Tuchel did aside the fact that he won that Champions League? Tell me what he did. Because I can tell you basically he did nothing. And I don't understand why people give him that hype as if he's a top manager. Like, he pisses me the hell off. Like, he pisses me off. I'm even surprised that even there were talks of Manchester United actually considering going for Tuchel over Ten Hag. Like, that is madness. That's madness. Honestly, there were talk of Manchester United actually wanting Thomas Tuchel over what they've got currently right now in Ten Hag. That's madness. Now, coming to Bayern Munich, I am sure Bayern Munich will always regret the decision they made to bring in Thomas Tuchel as a coach. And the honest truth is this: I'm sure wherever Oliver Kahn is and wherever Salamadic is, I'm sure their fans are really probably insulting them, because they made a very big mistake by bringing Thomas Tuchel to Bayern Munich. I know they've been sacked, honestly, but I think they should be arrested, because what they did to Bayern Munich as a team, to their fans, was unfair. What they even did to the manager, Nagelsmann, was unfair. So Bayern Munich went from winning the Bundesliga for the last 10 years to a team that was struggling last year. Like, it took them at the end of the league to be able to actually like win the Bundesliga last season. That is to show you how terrible and how crap this guy called Tuchel is. That is to tell you how rubbish and how crap Tuchel is. Now, before Bayern Munich sacked Nagelsmann, Nagelsmann have actually only lost 3 games, and Bayern Munich were actually going for treble that same season. They were going for treble, but immediately Tuchel came into the club. In the space of a week, in the space of 1 week, Bayern Munich, that was actually going for a treble, in the space of a week, they went out of 2 cup, Champions League, and I think the Bundesliga German Cup. They went out in a space of 1 week. In the space of 1 week. And right now, currently season, we have seen the same thing happening. We have seen the same thing happening. But the honest truth is this, guys, I, for once, I am not surprised. And that is, I'm not surprised. because it was actually expected. It was something I saw coming. It was something I was waiting for to happen. And he hasn't failed me so far. Right now, Bayern Munich, a team that we knew have been running in the league for the last 10 years or more, are in second place to Bayern Leverkusen, 8 points behind Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Munich have suddenly become a team that actually gives points away. They've actually become a bonus mark football club. Because of who? Because of Thomas Tuchel. And the honest truth is, guys, if Bayern Munich knows what is good for them, they are going to do everything in their power to get rid of this rubbish manager called Thomas Tuchel. And that is the honest truth. That is the honest truth. If they know what is good for them, because it was said that there are discussion to be made. They want to have some discussion. I think maybe today or tomorrow. But if I was the CEO of Bayern Munich, I am sorry, after that game against Bayern Football Club, I was going to sack Tuchel. Honestly, Tuchel has made that club like he's killing that football club. He's killing that football club, and that is not a good thing to actually see. It's not. It's not. It's a shame that the fans of Bayern Munich have to go through such a dilemma. It's a big shame, honestly. It's a big shame. I don't know how the fans feel. But from what I'm saying, that guy needs to be sacked. Because it is very much safe to say this. Bayern Munich are in huge crisis. And when I'm talking about huge crisis, I'm talking about huge crisis. This guy have taken that club, dragged them to the mud. That's what Tuchel have done to that club. You have come to the club, you have done the same exact thing you did in Chelsea, fall out with players. You fall out with Lukaku, now it's falling out with Thomas Muller. It's falling out with Thomas Muller. And before now, I don't think anybody can say Thomas Muller have had any problem with the coach. Thomas Muller have never had a fallout with a coach. But what are we saying? It has changed. That has changed under Thomas Tuchel. So like I said, if this club knows what is good for them, they are going to make sure this guy is sacked. Honestly. They have to make sure he's long gone this week, because they might be crashing out of the Champions League. They are very much going to be crashing out in the Premiership. In the Champions League, because they lost their first leg 1-0 to Lazio. And I've forgotten the team that actually knocked them out last season on that as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, please. Like I said, welcome to the Football Fan Zone. Feel free to subscribe. From Tema Banks, I am out.